Hi everybody, so I thought I would jump on today and do a quick video with me just sharing my raw food journey and how I became to be a raw vegan. And I don't really like to even label it as raw vegan. It's just, for me, it's like I eat food that makes me feel my best. I eat high vibrational foods, living foods, and that just makes me have more energy. It just makes me have less brain fog. There's so many benefits to it, but I can 100% say, hands down, me going on this journey to raw foods has literally been like life changing. So I'll step back. First of all, my name's Syra. I'm a doula healer tarot reader, and I launched my business last year in October, My High Priestess, and I never would have done that if I hadn't gone on this journey to literally cleanse out my body, detox, and it allowed me to just elevate my consciousness to the next level, which meant that I didn't have as much of resistance to really going for what I wanted. I could see that there was possibilities and there was potential in areas that I wanted to pursue, that was within my heart's desires, basically. So I started to take those steps, but I never would have had the confidence to do that before if I hadn't have gone on this journey. And I'll step back. When I started this, it was originally it was December 2020, and I was doing a fast. So it started off with me fasting, a juice fast for 21 days on juice. Now, I did not expect at all that I would do 21 days. Like, I had no expectations I would do that. I said, okay, I'll do 3 days, and it was with a big community, so there was a lot of support there. But when I heard about fasting for that long, I actually did think, like, how can you fast and not eat for 21 days? I thought it was a bit mad, I'm not gonna lie. But there was something within me that was like, how are you gonna know if this is gonna do anything or, make a difference if you don't try it? And I knew that obviously at that time, winter solstice is a powerful energetic time, and that I wanted to be in a high vibrational state of being. So I thought, well, this is gonna help me get there even if I do 3 days. But lo and behold, I did 21 days on juicing, just orange juice for the whole 21 days. And then I followed it up by 3 days of water. So 24 days in total. I mean, the water, the water fast was just another level of getting to those deeper cells to allow the healing. And you know what? And the first day I did it, actually, day one on the 1st of December, and I'll never forget this, and I did journal every single day, my experience. And anybody that knows the power of numbers and numerology, as when I woke up in the morning, I checked the time on my phone and it was 555. Can you believe it? And it was just like a sign from the universe that I am exactly where I'm meant to be. 555, or the number 5s in numerology, when you get these numbers, it signifies like change, like positive change is coming. And yeah, no shit, Sherlock, just a little bit. I went from being someone who drank alcohol to eating a lot of cheese. I loved my wine, caffeine. I had oil in my diet. Fast food, all of that, to doing a 180 and transitioning. It took a few years, obviously, to adjust my body to the more fibrous food, but it was the start of me going on this journey. But it was Christmas time, so I went back home, as you know, and I had no expectations. Like, after this fast, I'm going to be raw vegan. I was still a veggie, but so I had no expectations of where I would go next. But went home, did the traditional. I didn't have as much of my normal roast dinners and things like that, because I was like, obviously still needed to be mindful of breaking fast. But I remember when I was breaking fast, I was having a lot of fruit, which I didn't consume a lot of fruit before, maybe a banana a week. Fruit was not part of my diet. I was more savoury. So I just didn't bother with fruit. But I was eating fruit when I broke the fast, and I remember having like my first Medjool day, and I was like, oh my God, like this day was amazing. It was like, oh, God's candy or something, nature's candy, whatever you want to call it. But for me, it was just like, it was so good. I was like, oh, I can't believe I've never tried this before. And then I had a fig, and then fruit was just amazing. But then, you know, Christmas, and then I had a little bit of other food, and then the cravings was coming, and then I remember having some chocolate, and it was like, oh my God, the sugar spike that I had from the chocolate was just like, have another one, have another chocolate. It was like I became like possessed at one moment. I remember, because I was like, I don't want another chocolate, but my hand was reaching for the box of chocolates, even though my mind was like, no, don't do it. It's like, you are going to do it. And then over that period, over Christmas, I remember coming back, and I just felt I'd just been in this amazing state of peace and balance, and the clarity of mind was so clear. And yeah, I was in such a great place before in the fast, and then I'd just gone, it was like Jekyll and Hyde, really. So when I came back, I was like, I'm just going to go raw vegan. Like, if this is, I can't do it. So I remember making my last like cooked meal, which is like a roast in it. It was the healthiest roast dinner I've ever made, but it was so good as well. And then I just went on a deep dive of learning everything you could about raw food documentaries, following, you know, my mentor Josh from X Family, and Fully Raw Christina, and all of these people just started to really deep dive into understanding, you know, raw foods, and realizing, oh my God, there is a whole community out there. And this is how people live. They live off raw fruits and vegetables with a little bit of nuts and seeds. And I was like shocked, like this is a thing. I didn't know. So I just delved deep into that kind of lifestyle. And when I came back, I went through a load more detox, because I was even drinking wine at Christmas. And then I was just going through that transition as well. Which led me to literally finding out, you know, what my purpose is, because it was just a catalyst for me, following the breadcrumbs. The universe was starting to give me like little things to follow that it was in my heart's desires. Basically, I knew I wanted to do something that I was really passionate about and that I loved, but I wasn't really quite sure what it was. I loved tarot. But it just all started to just naturally, organically unfold. And then even being certified as a Reiki master, that organically happened. I had no intention of doing that. It just landed. And even after learning that one weekend, I had the most prolific, it was such an amazing experience I had, where I had this huge energy surge coming out of my heart space. Which was just another sign from the universe that I'm exactly where I need to be. And this surge of energy that came shooting from the base of my spine up throughout my heart, the only way I can literally describe it was that I was having a heart orgasm, literally. Like, and then I just remember, it was like 4 a.m. I remember grabbing my journal. I was like, oh my God, this is what bliss feels like. This is like ecstasy. This is joy. This is all of it. It was amazing. But then the mind came in after. I was like, did I just experience that? But it's a known thing. It's like you're waking up, like it's it's part of the base of the spine, where you're waking up part of the dormant energy in the base of the spine when you start to elevate your consciousness. So I was just getting validation after validation, really, that I'm on the right path. And I do believe raw food was definitely my catalyst. And I have gone back just to try, and I've had cooked foods, and you know, in the corporate world I was in, I've had to, you know, do events where I've had to eat food. So I've eaten, like, gone out, and I know how I feel. Like, I just don't feel great. And also for me, it's like, if you don't know that you can feel this good on raw food, you're just not going to know. I'm like, everybody should like know how good they feel, like how good you can feel, like that waking up in the morning and having just clear clarity of mind and having so much energy. I mean, I'll tell you something, I do strength training 4 times a week. I was never someone who would dare go to the gym. I would never dream of being in a gym. And I just like had this thirst, like to just start really exercise, like mind, body, soul as well. It was like, you know, really focusing on the physical side of things and the strength training now. But I just never would have done that before if I hadn't started this journey with the food. So it's kind of like you go in stages. You know, I don't drink alcohol anymore, I don't have caffeine, I don't have sugar. I'm going to share a lot of my food on social media. You can check me out on Instagram, Sarah at My High Priestess. And I share a lot of my raw food because I loved to cook before, but now I'm creating other things that is just, yeah, all raw and no sugar and just all whole food, plant-based as well. So it's just really, I'm really passionate about this because like when you really clean your diet and change your diet and clean your system out, like you will feel amazing. You'll have an appetite for exercise, because I certainly didn't before. You'll just have more energy, you'll get up earlier. Like I do not even need my alarm anymore. I wake up like naturally. I spend an hour on myself every morning. Like I meditate for like half an hour every morning, just stillness. And none of this I would have done. And I can see the progress that I've gone through, and it all started with that fast in 2020 that's allowed me to transition to the raw foods. And when I eat raw foods, like I feel amazing. Like, and sometimes I'll try a little bit. I'll have a bit of steamed veg every now and again with my food, and I'll steam a bit of broccoli and you know, I'll just notice like, how does this feel in my body if I do have this? Okay, I don't have any discomfort in my digestion. I feel good. So I'm literally able to discern what my body wants now, and I'm so much more sensitive to my body's needs. And I can wake up in the morning and go, oh, my digestion doesn't feel quite right. It might be really subtle, or I might have a little bit of brain fog, but I will know, okay, I had maybe a little bit I had a different kind of nut yesterday, or some seeds, or I had raw cabbage and maybe I had too much. So you're just able to know what your body wants when you go on this lifestyle, because you become so much more in tune with your body, and your intuition really becomes heightened as well. So I mean, the sleep's improved. Yeah, there's just so many more benefits. Your microbiome is just like getting back to its natural state of health, where the microbes are just more diverse. So yeah, it's just, I just wanted to share this. And obviously if you go on myhighpriestess.co.uk, my journey is all on there, my services are all on there as well. But even when I do, like, you know, my tarot, my Reiki, and I know that because of my diet, I am it's so pure, the energy that's coming through my vessel, and even just like, you know, having clearer skin, and just being able to, and my hair is so much better actually. Like I did actually transition and not wash my hair with traditional shampoo for like a year when I used bicarb and lemon juice, and that was a whole nother thing, another story. But I started to really look at my life and see things from a different perspective. It's like I had new lenses on when I transitioned and started with that fast. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because it's been really profound for me in my life. So for me, it's like, why aren't more people doing it? And I get why, because it's like, you know, hard to change habits and we crave certain things. But when you don't feed the things that don't make you feel good, you can eliminate those cravings, and it just takes a little bit of time. I mean, I don't crave any of these. I don't have bread anymore. I don't crave it. But if I had a bit of bread, I'd start to like go, oh, let me have another bread. So I just don't have it. And now it doesn't even come into my field at all to be like, I want it, because I don't crave it anymore. So you can get to that point too. So same with coffee, same with alcohol, because our body just wants to be in an alkaline state, and obviously a lot of the food we have is quite acidic. So so that is what I wanted to share with you guys, and yeah, I hope you found this useful. Have a blessed day, everybody.